Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about my experience of Codevita, NQT and DCA. Like if you are a candidate who's willing to be placed in TCS, so these are the exams through which you can go into the TCS. I have experienced what the difficulty level of the exam and I have experienced what are the questions asked in the exam. So basically in this video, I'm gonna tell how you can prepare for Codevita, NQT or DCA, how you're going to approach the exams of Codevita, NQT and DCA, and what are the types of questions asked in all three examinations. So basically through all these examinations, we can get a role of ninja or a digital in TCS. So if your dream company is TCS and you are willing to be placed in TCS, this video is gonna be a life-changing video for you. Without any further ado, let's get started. So basically, I'm gonna talk about three examinations. The first one is Codevita, second one is NQT, and third one is DCA. So basically most of the candidates focus on NQT. So I will start from NQT. At first, let's see what is the first impression of all the examination. In Codevita, there are basically 6 questions. Might be sometime 8 questions, but there are basically 6 questions where we have to solve minimum 1 question to get placed in TCS. If you are solving 2-3 questions, then it should be fine, you are getting a good role. But if you are able to solve 1 question, then it is totally fine to get placed in TCS. About NQT, there are 2 parts. I'm gonna talk about both the parts in detail, and in DCA there is also a 2 parts I'm also gonna talk about in detail. So let's start with TCS NQT. NQT stands for, you all know, National Qualifier Test. At first, I'm gonna talk about the structure of examination. So in NQT, there is a foundation MCQ where aptitude, reasoning, and verbal questions are there. There are 20 aptitude questions, there are 20 reasoning questions, and there are 25 verbal questions. And you have minimal amount of time for doing that. Approx you will gonna get 1 minute for each question. And the difficulty level of this question is not easy, not hard, on a medium level. How will you can prepare for that is, there are multiple websites, but 1 or 2 websites I came across is kind of good for preparation. The first one is PrepInsta, where you can prepare for all these MCQs, and second is Java T-Point. This is also a great website for preparation of aptitude, reasoning, verbal. So what you can do is, you can start with Java T-Point. Java T-Point contains most of the easy questions, so that your foundation becomes strong using that. And then you can switch into PrepInsta. PrepInsta contains easy and medium question, sometimes hard question also. Through PrepInsta, you can used to about the type of question asked in the examination. The question is gonna be more difficult than what are the question having PrepInsta, but can get idea about the type of question, how I'm gonna approach that question. So these 2 websites is more than sufficient for your preparation of foundation MCQs of TCS. It's all right. So if you get distinction mark in foundation MCQ, you will get ninja without doing advanced. So without doing advanced MCQ, you will get ninja. And if you get distinction into that foundation, then only the advanced section will be considered. So let's talk about advanced MCQ. In advanced MCQ, they're gonna ask aptitude, they're gonna ask reasoning, not a verbal, and they're gonna ask 2 coding questions. Advanced aptitude and advanced reasoning is hard, of course hard, like it requires too much preparation. So preparation of advanced reasoning and advanced verbal, you can prepare from books, like website is not sufficient for that, and book for that is Arun Sharma book. Arun Sharma book is more than sufficient for that, but Arun Sharma book is basically for cat, so you have to read only minimal amount of question from that, and you have to solve the like exercise of Arun Sharma book. You don't have to go in depth, so you only have to solve the exercise, and then you are good to go, ready for reasoning and advanced aptitude. It's all right. So talking about coding question, first one is easy, second one is medium. There is no any hard question in that. Easy question you can make that, but it requires preparation, it requires practice for making easy question also. So from where you can do practices, we have 3 websites: GFG, CodeChef and LeetCode. These websites are sufficient for making these type of questions. So in GFG, if you are a beginner, if you haven't done any coding, you can start with school level questions, then you can go to easy, then you can go to medium, and that is sufficient. And for the easy question, they are gonna ask from array and string, not too much from anything else. For a medium question, they are gonna ask from tree, they are gonna ask from graph, they are gonna ask from linked list, so any topic may be there, and it is kind of medium only, not hard question, where you have to use dynamic programming, maybe where you have to use greedy strategy maybe. So for preparation of that also, you can solve LeetCode. So for easy, you can do a school easy medium level of GFG. For medium, you can do easy, medium and hard level of LeetCode. And why I am talking about CodeChef, like you are doing practice in GFG and LeetCode, and if you have to do real time coding, like whether you are gonna deal with examination or not, whether you are gonna perform in examination or not, for testing that you will do CodeChef. All right, 3-star is sufficient in CodeChef for qualifying the TCS NQT. I have already talked about coding question, so let's see about Codevita. Codevita is a kind of difficult examination of TCS, one of the most difficult exam provided by TCS, and it is not like you can't able to survive in Codevita, you can't able to qualify to Codevita. If you have enough preparation, if you are doing coding consistently in LeetCode, GFG, CodeChef, you can able to crack Codevita. It is not kind of difficult. I have appeared in Codevita and I have able to solve 3 questions of Codevita, and it is kind of a difficult challenge for me, but I am able to solve 3 questions in 6 hours. So you can also solve that. You can solve more in Codevita. Less is also sufficient for qualifying. If you are solving 1 question, then you are gonna get Ninja. If you are solving 2 questions, then you are gonna get Digital. And there is a benchmark of that. If you are solving that amount of question, then you are qualified for the next round of Codevita. Then you can win prizes also by qualifying next round of Codevita also. So that's about the coding question, like what is the structure of Codevita. Again, for preparation of Codevita, what I suggested in NQT is more than sufficient. But in Codevita, they basically focus on the logic with oops concept. Because what I observe in Codevita, easy question, there is medium question, there is hard question in Codevita. But the solution of that easy, medium and hard question is not gonna be short. In NQT, it can be short. Like a question is medium, a question is hard, it doesn't mean the number of lines on that question is gonna be too much. It is not like that. It is the logic which makes question hard or easy or medium. But talking about Codevita, there is a lengthy questions. The solution of questions is lengthy. You have to deal with oops, you have to deal with logics and all. You have to create objects, stuffs like that. So if you are preparing from JFG, if you are preparing from lead code, if you are preparing from CodeChef, it is not kind of easy to tackle, because you have to write in Codevita from scratch, like from importing, creating main functions and like that. So what you can do is you can prepare this question with the help of one of the IDE. Like you can write all the input and all the functionalities that are already written in GFG and lead code by your own in IDE, and then you can solve that. This can improve your code writing from scratch, and ultimately you can able to qualify Codevita. So this is the basic stuff in that. So yeah, I have already talked about medium question, I have already talked about hard question. Maybe there is 2 medium question or a 3 medium question, and maybe there is a 4 hard question or 3 hard question. There is no any easy question in that. So you can crack Codevita also by using what are the tips, tricks I have shared with you. So let's go to TCS DCA. TCS DCA is only for the Ninja candidate. All the candidates who have a Ninja offer from TCS can give TCS DCA, through which they can qualify to digital. Again, TCS DCA is not kind of difficult and not kind of easy. You can crack that. So at first there are MCQ sections. In MCQ section there is a reasoning, there is aptitude, there is verbal. And all the MCQ question, reasoning, aptitude, verbal, are not easy. They are maybe medium or they are hard on the next level questions. And for the preparation, Arun Sharma is must. You have to prepare for Arun Sharma, like what I have told in NQT advanced NQT section. That type of question asked in TCS DCA MC question for reasoning, aptitude, verbal. All are advanced, not easy. So you can prepare for Arun Sharma book, like what I have told in NQT. And then we have coding section. Coding section, there will be 2 questions. First one is easy, second one is medium. Again, lead code, GFG and CodeChef is sufficient for solving these questions. You have to write code from scratch over here. So for writing a scratch, you can again use IDE for writing the lead code, GFG and CodeChef question from scratch and solve there. Solve in lead code, GFG and CodeChef and then solve in IDE from scratch. It will build your logic along with writing code from scratch. And through these stuffs what I have told, you can able to qualify DCA also. So yeah, for qualification of NQT, Codevita and DCA, I have already talked about the important aspect, important questions. So just focus on that by what I have told. you're surely able to qualify these examinations. And yeah, that's all for this video, guys. Best of luck for your upcoming examinations. So if you are new to my channel, subscribe to my channel and also like and share this video. If you have any question regarding any examinations like NQT Codevita or DCA, you can definitely comment in this comment section. I will definitely answer your comment. So yeah, I'm wrapping this video over here, signing off.